Hey guys, how are you all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Forex update for the day. I'm just checking that the sound is all okay here, so we don't get any of that horrendous horrendous volume. Yeah, that's all fine. So we will go over to those charts. So Euro US dollar first, as always. I'm starting off in this 2-day candle because I just want to show you guys the 2-day candle we've got formed here. And obviously the 2-day 9 we've got here, but we've got a pretty bearish looking candle here on the 2-day, closing back below this horizontal level that we've got. Yeah, just something that I wanted to look at, because you don't really see it so much on the daily, but what we will have on the daily is obviously you can't. Well, the price is literally trading exactly at this horizontal, which is why you struggle to see it. But yeah, we're at this horizontal. I would guess the most likely movement now will be to trade below this, and then either we'll trade lower, break below here, or we will just test the top of this trend line here that we had coming in, that we've broken above. But yeah, we may be forming like a larger not a larger time frame beyond this time frame, but just a larger pattern, and a descending triangle pattern potentially. But yeah, 21 is holding us up for the time being. A nice bounce off the 21 on the daily. So yeah, I mean, I'll be looking for it to be tested again, and then we'll see whether it take it out or not and come down. Nothing TD wise on the daily. 12-hour candle, you can see it's a pretty bearish looking candle. So obviously this on the 12-hour time frame. We've obviously taken out this candle, so we are confirmed that we are in a downtrend now. So yeah, again, what I'm really looking for is how we interact with this level first, and then this level. I mean, obviously assuming we come down, we may bounce off this horizontal and go up. But yeah, I mean, if that happens, that happens. And obviously, yeah, I mean, the high of these candles, more conservatively this high, break that high, then yeah, onwards and upwards. 4-hour, do everything. Oh, look at that, guys. Great 4-hour 9 there anyway. So if you got, I tell you guys all the time, the 4-hour is my favorite one because, well, mainly just because you get more 4-hour trades. So you're not really waiting like sometimes weeks for like a daily 9 or daily 9 basically. Well, even more than weeks. I mean, it's got to count to 9, hasn't it? So that's 9 days. But yeah, so yeah, great 4-hour 9 there, and then weakness coming off that 4-hour 9. So yeah, great TD trade there. So over to cable. What is cable doing? So we'll just check the 2-day first. Don't ask me why. why we're in. Well, I do know why, because I just wanted to show you guys that candle. No, nothing on the 2-day there anyway. Daily. Daily 9 we've got, guys, so we have got a nice sell that we did draw on yesterday, because this is obviously yesterday's candle. So below here, lower, this must have been where the high of the candle was yesterday, otherwise I would have drawn that higher. But yeah, taken out obviously the high of the candle. Obviously that candle traded higher yesterday, and then yeah, we're looking for a move up. So at the moment, just decision time for the daily, based on that 9. So yeah, we're looking for a trade based off that. Nothing really on the 12-hour. Nothing really on the 12-hour. Potential trend line. Obviously it is on all time frames, and then a nice 4-hour 9 as well, which we are currently looking at trading below. Well, we traded below, but looking like trying to close below. But yeah, so a nice looking short entry here in cable. Easy to manage your risk. You basically just stop above. I mean, even above this trend line if you want, and you are playing for, well, taken out of this low, potential taken out of here and onwards, but maybe take some profit there if that is indeed how this plays out. So dollar index. You guys watch these videos. I'm basically teaching you how I perceive markets and how the TD works. So great 4-hour 9 here, and here's the acceleration into the 9 that I often tell you guys about. You often get acceleration into the 9. Here's the acceleration into the 9 for the people that took the TD trade too early, and they got squeezed, and then before you know it, we're basically back at the above the open of that 9 candle. So yeah, something to look at how it works. But yeah, I mean, 4-hour is my favorite. You guys know 9 there, 9 there, 9 there, 9 there. I mean, what do you need? Would you need anything else? I mean, what more do you need, guys? What more do you need? Here is it on the 12 hour. Not really much to look at on the 12 hour. Maybe we're going to potentially form a head and shoulders here, head and shoulders, and then break that and push down through this low, and then keep on going down. I am bearish of this asset now, due to the current environment, the macro environment that I perceive us to be in. Yeah, kind of looking like a lower high now on the daily. So yeah, potentially looking now to form either a higher low, tightening formation, or are we going to take this low out and have continuation to the downside? So yeah, that's what we're looking at here on the dollar index. Euro pound daily. Yeah, daily. I mean, this is looking like it. This is looking good for upside. Yeah, this is looking good for upside basically. We are consolidating at these highs, at this high level, so we are getting some bearish E candles. Well, but still consolidation at the highs nonetheless. So unless we do break below kind of this level, then yeah, expect downside. But if we break above these, we can potentially draw this in here, break above, yeah, more move upwards than obviously we got anyway. So yeah, I mean, I think we must have drawn this line in before. But let's go to the 12 hour, see if we can find any TDs, 9s. No, not really. We were looking to try and get a 9, but we just sold off before it, so nothing really to help us there. TD9 there on the daily, on the 12 hour did give us a bit of trouble, but then once we broke back above, it was onwards and upwards, which is obviously the trade we had drawn in. Look, we had it drawn in, I think, to obviously this high. No, we just drew that in. That's a lie. We had it basically drawn in from the top of this 9 to take it out and to go upwards, which we got. 4 hour. Let me just check this sound real quick. 4 hour. Nothing TD wise apart from this 9. Obviously, you can see the little mini acceleration into the 9. And then weakness. Nearly got to a 9 again. But yeah, just price flipping really in the 4 hour. The 4 hour moving averages looking bullish. I mean, this is, if we look over to here, this is looking good for a move up. Yeah, I mean, all I would say is we are extended away from the moving averages, but we can consolidate here some more whilst this average moving average catches up, or the moving average can just increase its slope, and we can just move onwards and upwards with the price. Euro, dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, looks like we had this is the daily. So yeah, we're still sort of holding this trend line. Had a nice move below to the 200 day, under the 200 day, and then a nice reaction off that. I mean, this is looking like it's got to make some progress soon. If we do break this trend line again after already testing the 200 day once, I'll be looking for that to break. And then, I mean, you wouldn't normally say you break the 200 and then get caught by the 50. That's sort of the wrong way to look at it. So I would just say if we break this, then we'll just have to find a. I mean, this horizontal level looks good. This horizontal, we will draw that in. So this is the potential catch point. If we do break below here, but in all fairness, I'm kind of expecting this to move up. Yeah, I expect this to move up really, and then move up through these levels, and then onwards and upwards is kind of what I'm looking at here. 12 hour. Not a lot to look TD sequential wise on the 12 hour. And the 4 hour. Let's have a quick look at the 4 hour. Yeah, nothing TD wise on the 4 hour either, so we'll move on. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, nice little pop here. Let's look at this on the daily. Yeah, nice little pop here today. Yeah, we sort of had this line. We broke below to this horizontal, tested the horizontal, came back up, played a bit of weakness, and now we decided that we are going back up, which is fair enough. Yeah, looking good really. You'd obviously expect this to maybe consolidate here and then keep extending upwards. Moving averages, well, they're relatively flat, but they're in the correct order, which is good. And I expect the 21 will start to move up. But will start to look like the alligator will open its mouth, as it were, with the Bill Williams fractal trading, and then we'll start to it'll be feeding time, and we'll start to move up. 12 hour, not really, nothing TD wise on the 12 hour. 4 hour, nothing really TD wise on the 4 hour, but it's just looking like a bull flag, looking like it's going to get extension. Sorry. We broke below the 200, played around and below it a little bit, tried to get back up, tried to get to it, and now we're back above it. I expect it to hold now and hold this high and move onwards and upwards. That's what I'd be looking for in this asset. US dollar, Japanese yen, daily first. I mean, we reached our target, basically. Our target of the breakdown here reached that pretty perfectly, even if I do say so myself. Obviously, we had the back test. This is it, textbook back test. Got to watch out for these. This is what we're kind of looking at in Bitcoin. Back tests for levels when we break levels. Yeah, so back test and then met our target. Now bouncing off the target, so now it's a case of, are we now going to go back up or are we going to break this? So we've got a clear sell level here. I don't know whether I want to draw this on, but yeah, potentially this is now a buy level for extension, basically up to the highs. So that's something to watch out for going forwards. Let's have a look at some smaller time frames. Yeah, smaller time. We'll extend this because this, well, if I extend it, it's going to clutter the chart, but you can see that it has a lot of confluence on this horizontal, so I'm not going to extend it, but yeah, not a lot on there. I mean, here we've got what is sort of like a sort of spirit of it. This is not technically a spirit of the 9, but we had the move down. This candle obviously reset the count, had a bit of a bullish candle, but then we took it all out and then went and basically traded all the way down here. So this would have been the 9 candle. If this price action hadn't happened, would have been down here. So would have been down here on a daily 9, and yeah, so on a 12-hour 9, sorry, not a daily 9, and then obviously it would have had a long wick on it, which it obviously got anyway. The candle would be the same, apart from obviously it will start from a lower high, so it would be looking a very bullish candle because it would look more like a doji with, let me find one. It would more like a doji. Oh, I can't find one, but you know what I mean. It would have a small top and then a spinning top doji and then a long leg, and it'd be a bullish candle, and then now we're pushing up from that, what would be that 12-hour 9. So that's another thing. You have to watch out for where potential 9s would be, because we still react to things where things would be, just because one day's price action flipped to count. And again, this is an acceleration into the 9, into the would be 9. So something else for you guys. So here we go. Here's a candle I'm looking for. So a candle like this, bullish looking candle. So once you take out the top of this candle, which we're pretty much doing now, it's basically a buy. It's a buy level. So we'll actually draw this on. This isn't a TD trade. This is just a candlestick analysis trade. We'll get rid of that. And we will. I mean, target really is there. And then if we break that, then we can look at higher potential targets. Just onwards and upwards. So I'm going to see how that lines up on the daily. It's sort of just like the middle of a candle, isn't it, at the moment? But yeah, I mean, if we start to turn around from here, yeah, onwards and upwards, and that's the level. So not too much else I can say about that. At some point, I might have to start annotating these lines as from 4 hour, like put 4 next to it or something, just so we know exactly what we're looking at when we look back. Daily, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, looking a bit droopy, holding below this support level. We kind of like had the move down, a bit of a retest almost, a bit of a move back up relief, and now we look like we're coming back down. So I'd expect this to come back down. We'll extend this along. This is looking like it's going to come back down to me. Looks like we're just putting a lower high. 12 hour, got anything on 12 hour? 12-hour 9 here. I mean, this is potentially what's holding this price up here. So kind of this is basically, yeah, about roughly where we're at is a level to basically sell based off that 12-hour 9. And well, we've got a 4-hour 9 here actually. So when does this close? Soon. This closes soon, and it's a pretty bullishy, indecision looking candle. So but remember, it's a 4-hour, so can't put too much weight on it, but I think this will get us back into this channel actually, and then we're sort of looking at, can we just hit the top of the channel? Let's get rid of that arrow. Can we hit the top of this channel and then get rejected up there again? That's kind of what this looks like to me. Let's have a look at it on the daily now that we've drawn this in. Yeah, it looks reasonable. Looks reasonable to me. It would still, yeah, I mean, it looks reasonable on the daily as well. So we'll see what happens there. Obviously we've got the level that we're looking at, which we're basically nearly at. So yeah, interesting 4-hour trade there. Euro Japanese yen. Basically, this was a nice 9 trade, turned to a 1 as we moved down. A nice 9, the 4, straight to 4. We'll start on the daily first. Right, so we had the 9. So we had a bit of reaction off the 9. Nice to see. Now we're getting a bit of indecision here. Looks like we're getting rejected by the 21. I mean, this to me looks like we're gonna come back down. These are indecision candles. This looks to me like we're bearish. We just basically paid lip service to the daily 9. And yeah, we had the squeeze up, had a bit of indecision, and then ultimately we'll trade lower. So I'm not sure. Oh yeah, this is obviously probably drawn off where that 9 candle was. I mean, a bit low would be the sell trade now. If we trade below here, that's obviously the sell, and obviously there's your 200 daily. But yeah, this was basically a perfect support of the 200 day. I mean, you could have bought this on the 9 candle because we're at the 200 day also. So yeah, something to think about there. Yeah, bullish looking 12-hour candle at the moment, but we've got loads of that, so just ignore that. We've got a lot of that left to go. Nothing really to read from the 12-hour. 4-hour, yeah, we saw the 9, didn't we? Nice 4-hour 9. Obviously that one did get front ran. Probably bearish looking 8 candle, and once we traded below that, you'd probably then say, okay, we're going down, so that would have been a potential entry if you wanted to be a bit more aggressive. Moving averages, yeah. I don't really look at moving averages of the 4-hour. I don't know why I said that, so just ignore that. Aussie dollar, US dollar, over to the daily, aggressive 13 sell. Yeah, I mean, this is looking like we're going to get rejected here. And then try some more downside. That's what I would expect here. 12-hour. Not much to read off the 12-hour. I mean, we'll extend this horizontal. Wait, here we go. We'll extend this horizontal long. Looks like we're just getting rejected this channel. I mean, I'd expect us to come back down now, basically. Where's the 200 daily? Yeah, I'd expect us to come back down to at least test the 200 daily. If we're going to be bullish or bearish from here, we're going to test this horizontal and this 200 daily, I would expect. Nice 4-hour 9. You guys know that we love the 4-hour 9s, and then we're moving down from there. Excellent. Yeah, again, just I'll be targeting the bottom of this channel for this. New Zealand dollar, US dollar daily. What's the daily saying? Yeah, there you go. You had the daily 9. Came down obviously a bit off it, preempted it, but we were starting to look weak already. You can see. So obviously then they're just like, right, we'll sell now. But anyway, but this though is an uptrend. Got the nice 201 catching us. We're above the nice 21 above the 200. 50's moving up. Obviously we're acting off this 9. I would be looking at, yeah, potentially getting. I'd look at this basically to constructively move up. Just eyeing it from that daily. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what the impression I'm getting from this. I mean, we printed a higher high based on this, so we sort of broke this initial downtrend. So I'd expect us maybe to print a higher low from here and make our way back up. Basically, that's kind of what I don't have a strong. This is not like a strong view on this, but yeah, big move up, sort of consolidation. I mean, you can sort of, if you squint, it's a bear flag, it's a bull flag. So yeah, I mean, that's obviously your great buy level. But right, so US dollar, Canadian dollar, daily, just nothing going on here. So we're just doing nothing really. We just basically held up by the 200 whilst the other moving averages are coming down. Nothing really on the 12-hour, just in this channel. And 4-hour going to show us anything? Not really. I mean, we nearly got to a 9 here, as you can see. But support came in, the support zone. We couldn't push lower than this horizontal. So we turned into a 1. But yeah, I mean, you would have been looking at that horizontal 9 coming up, potentially to buy. And obviously buying above the 8 you could have done. So yeah, that would be a profitable trade. US dollar, Swiss franc. Daily first. This is looking droopy. This is just looking like just a back test of this level here. We obviously broke out the formation, came down, Tried to, I mean, this game of backtest here, look, tried to then backtest the formation, broke down, took that level out, then tried to backtest the level we broke out, and now we look like we're going to come back down and test this. Could even call this a backtest of this level, but yeah, maybe backtest, maybe we'll go up, maybe we'll go down, I don't really know, but at the moment we're in no man's land. If you want to pick a direction, I'll pick down for what it's worth, but 12 are looking more constructive, but yeah, I mean, you just wouldn't really trade, like I said. I mean, it's just, if you want to pick a direction down, yeah, I mean, maybe this whole little catch up in prices now is just predicated off this 4-hour 9 doji looking candle. You know, we like the 4 hours, just getting a move up. I mean, this is only a 4-hour time frame. I mean, I would expect it wouldn't, this based on this 9, if that's what's moving price, I wouldn't expect it to get us above this horizontal level here. I'd expect us to get rejected there and then come back down. US dollar, Brazilian real, daily first. Let's have a look. So yeah, I mean, we've got a sell 9 here, what was a sell 9, but obviously we put in the high way before that, so not the most best one you want to look at. Yeah, not looking too bad. I mean, you can see supported by the 21. I mean, if we're going to make a move up, it's going to be from here, from supported by this 21. I would suggest that this 9 has already played out. You could put a continuation sell under here, but I wouldn't really eye that out or eye that up. Yeah, 12-hour 9. So yeah, I mean, yeah, nice. Yeah, basically nice buy level. So what we'll do is we'll move this up. This candle runs out of time in an hour, so this will probably print roughly where we are. So if we take this out, we're looking at a move, I'd say, well, at least up to here. But let me have a look where this other line's coming from. Yeah, I'm not sure where that's coming from. Let's have a look on the daily. Yeah, not sure where this is coming from, so we'll move it. Oh, sorry, it's based off this 9 here, so breaking above, going up. So we'll move this 9. In fact, we'll just delete this 9. Just not this 9, delete that line. That's it. And we're aiming for here. Oh, I don't know why I deleted it. I just moved it up there. So we're sort of aiming for here. And then it's a case of if we take that out. You know the drill. If we take that out, onwards and upwards. Where is this 9? What are we drawing this off? Oh, right, sorry. We got a 4-hour 9, didn't we? Yeah. What have I done here? Why am I looking at this? Let me just work out. I mean, yeah, I guess we were just looking at taking out the high of this candle, weren't we? Turning around, taking out the high of this candle, looking at it as a buy. That's what we're kind of looking at. So yeah, whoopsie. So we'll just extend that along. Yeah, so basically if we do get back above here, I mean, even more conservatively, I mean, we could just move it to there more conservatively and we'll leave it there. That looks like a better idea for a trade. Let's look at that on the 4-hour. Yeah, that's lining up nice, and lining up nicely with this 9 we had here too, and a lot of this price action. So yeah, break above here, I'd expect to move up. Yeah, that's looking, yeah, I like that. Yeah, right, I'm happy with it now. Right, US dollar, Mexican peso, daily first, daily. Yeah, I mean, this looks like an ascending triangle. This looks like it's gonna pop up. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna pop up. I'm guessing the 50 period may hold price a bit, but the 50 period, you guys may have realised I don't talk about too much. It's not the most important one for me. The 21 and the 200 for different reasons. 21 for guiding the price on the shorter term, and 200 just for being an important level to target or break above or support us. 50, meh. not much else to say. Yeah, I mean, looking constructive, looking like we're gonna, yeah, I mean, this looks bullish. I mean, we've clearly got a nice trend line that we can now draw underneath, like, or even just a horizontal. We can draw this whole, I mean, I'll draw it on this just a short one here so we can kind of see. Yeah, if we take that out, then yeah, maybe target down to here, but I'm not necessarily thinking that will happen. I'm thinking we'll take this out and go up. But obviously anything can happen. US dollar, Turkish lira. This is looking interesting. I mean, you could have range traded the you could have range traded the S1, the SH1T out of this. Yeah, so that's on the 4 hour. So the daily. Yeah, daily. I mean, this is a trend line and this is a trend line, and that makes a triangle. So make of that what you will. But I think you may be knowing what I'm implying here. Yeah, this is looking like it's going to break up, basically. Okay, I'll just come out and say it. It's looking like it's going to break up. Let's straighten this line up a little bit. Which would indicate dollar strength, so which would maybe suggest a sell-off in the stock market. So, not that I looked for the US dollar Turkish lira for direction on the stock markets, but stock markets are currently printing on like a larger time frame, highs, lows, lower highs, lower lows, and what could be now a lower high. So maybe we're looking for a third leg down. Maybe we're looking for one of those Elliotticians ABC corrections. Wait a minute, A, B, C, oh no, that's more, maybe a 5 wave, I don't know, I'm not an Elliottician, but basically 3 moves down. We've got 1 move down, 2 move down, and a 3rd move down. In fact, I'll show you it real quick. Oh, no, I won't. Yeah, no, you should have to take my word for it. Anyway, so, right, that's it, guys. The end of this Forex video. I've got the major markets video update coming soon. I got a bit caught up with stuff yesterday, so it was a bit late by the time I had time to do it, so I neglected to do it. But yeah, it's coming up later today. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Remember, not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I'll speak to you guys soon.